forum marketing. What follows are step-by-step directions for successful forum marketing of ClickBank products. Please note that you should have your 3-layer content marketing system already set up. This is a series of articles posted on your blog that link to each other. You have to have these already. These are not only targeted to your keywords, but they also compare different ClickBank products in your niche. Look at the 3-layer content marketing portion of this training to get the inside scoop on how to set this up. Step-by-step directions for ClickBank forum marketing. Step number 1, use Google to get a massive list of forums in your niche. Now that you have a massive list of keywords related to the products that you're going to be promoting, as well as your niche, enter these keywords one by one into Google to look for forums. You're not looking for blog posts. You're not looking for Quora questions. You're not looking for places to post Facebook comments on. Instead, you're looking for actual forum discussions, or better yet, forums that are directly targeting your niche. If you can't find forums that are directly related to your niche, look for sub-forums that are directly related. If you can't find that, look for off-topic or general chat sections of these forums where people talk about your niches. Step number 2. Create a real-looking account complete with your picture, biography, and other details. Please note that you don't have to include your personal picture. You can just use a picture that is related to your niche. The point is that your forum account must look real. This means that when people look at your profile, they would see a picture and a short biography. Make it look real. Do whatever you need to do to make it look real. Step number 3, post 50 to 100 times to establish a track record. I know this may seem like a lot, but if you are really into communicating with other people, sharing your thoughts, and otherwise engaging with forum members, you will be able to post 50 to 100 times over a number of days fairly easily. During this time, you should not drop any links. This is very important, because if you drop links from day 1, you're going to make people suspicious. People might think you're a spammer. Just interact with people, ask questions, raise issues. If they say something controversial, call them out on it. Always be respectful, but get the conversation going. Step number 4. Once you have established some level of credibility by posting 100 times, find high-quality third-party links that people are interested in and share that link and talk about that content. You're sharing this material to get a conversation going. For the next 100 posts, 30 of those posts must involve some third-party link. This must be high-quality content, and it should be obvious that you're doing this to get the conversation going. Do not post the same link over and over again. Also, use many different sites. Don't just use one. You should not create a pattern where it's very easy to see that you are there to promote. Step number 5. After 200 posts, drop your own level 1 link as a response. On forums, you can post in 2 ways. You can either create a discussion thread or you can reply to one. When you reply, you're just answering an existing conversation. For 100 posts, respond to other people. But once you reach your 200th post, look for a conversation that is most related to the topics raised by your level 1 content and discuss these issues. Copy and paste stuff from your content and then link to your page as a source. Step number 6. Drop your level 1 link as a discussion thread after 300 or more posts. From post 200 to your 300th post, engage. Do not post your own links. Instead, build more credibility. By the time that you have 300 posts to your name, you should be able to create a discussion about your layer 1 content. I hope you understand how this works. Follow this sequence. Otherwise, you're going to be dismissed as a spammer. Resist the temptation of just dropping links and leaving. That's not going to help you. People are not going to click your link. Also, many forums enable users to create signatures. These are clickable links of text under their forum account names. Since you're going to be trying to fly under the radar, it's a bad idea to use such a link. Don't do it. The only way you're going to be linking to your website is through the actual discussions and responses to discussions. In addition to message boards and forums, you might also want to consider using Reddit. Take special care when working with Reddit. You'd be better off looking for a subreddit dedicated to your niche or something closely related. Using the same rules I mentioned above to establish credibility before starting your own discussion threads with your link in them. Automated Twitter marketing. Follow the step-by-step directions below to set up your own automated Twitter marketing campaign. Step number 1. Using your keywords, find content using a tool like BuzzSumo. I recommend using BuzzSumo because this online tool intentionally looks for content on social media based on certain keywords and niches. It then ranks this material based on their social engagement levels. When you get access to this type of content using your niche keywords, you can rest assured that the content you see is viral or has enough traction on social media. You don't have to use BuzzSumo. There are other similar tools out there. Regardless, you need to use that kind of tool. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for you to do this manually. You're going to have to go through a lot of content and manually check the social signals. It's very tedious. It burns a lot of time. In many cases, you are still not sure if you got the right content. Step number 2, find your competitors on Twitter and find their keywords. Now that you have a massive list of niche and product-related keywords, use these on Twitter to find all your competitors. Get as many of them as possible. Next, look at the hashtags that they normally use with their posts and copy and paste them into a file. Get as many of them as possible. Step number 3, load Hootsuite with BuzzSumo retrieved high engagement content. Now that you have a massive list of highly viral content in your niche, you load them up into Hootsuite or some other auto-publication and scheduling tool and auto-publish with your target hashtags. Make sure you use 1 or 2 hashtags with each tweet. This way, you get a chance at drawing traffic in more ways than one. In addition to the third-party content that you are scheduling for publication using Hootsuite, you should also rotate in your Layer 1, Layer 2, and Layer 3 content. Use a link shortener service like bit.ly. For each of these tweets, rotate among your target hashtags. Step number 4, follow your competitors' most active real followers. While Hootsuite and Social Oomph or some other auto-publishing tool you are using runs in the background, you should manually look at your competitors and look at who is following them. Go to those accounts and pay attention to the activities of those followers. If it's obvious to you that these followers are active and truly interested in your niche, follow them. The strategy here is pretty simple. On Twitter, a certain percentage of people will automatically follow you back when you follow them. Not everybody does this, but around 20 to 30% of people will do this. The key here is to create a following of not only active, real followers, but people who are truly interested in your niche. If you do this right, you build a tremendous amount of credibility with the high-quality, curated content that you're sharing, and this can draw eyeballs to your Layer 1, Layer 2, Layer 3 content, and this can lead to traffic to those pages. Automated Facebook marketing. Follow the steps below to set up an automated marketing system using the Facebook platform. Step number 1, using your keywords, find high engagement content using BuzzSumo or some other tools. Watch video 9 again and follow the instructions all the way up to step 3. Skip the hashtag part. All steps are exactly the same. Step number 2, use your keywords to find Facebook pages and groups in your niche. Once you've loaded your Facebook page with curated content, the next step is for you to find Facebook pages and groups that are interested in your niche. Step number 3, engage with other niche-related Facebook pages and groups. Go to those Facebook pages and groups and like stuff, comment, and share your reactions. You're not dropping any links at this point. You just want to be seen as an active member of the community. After about a couple of weeks actively engaging with people and getting them to like your comments, you should then start to drop links to your Facebook page posts. These posts feature third-party content that has been curated. Step number 4, drop your site's links from time to time and keep the engagement posts going. It's important to make sure that you do not abandon the Facebook pages and groups that you are tracking. These are all directly related to your niche. You have to keep up your engagement with them and still be an active part of the community. But from time to time, share links from your page. The strategy here is to get people to notice this content. If they like the content, they can click through to your page. If they notice that they like the content on your page, they can then like your page. Your end goal is to grow the amount of likes your page gets. Considering the fact that Facebook is actively reducing the influence of pages, you have your work cut out for you. However, if you do this right, you can build a solid and loyal following of niche fans using this technique.